Hey guys, how's it going? Night Owl here. Just wanted to talk about something that has been um, on my mind lately, especially because of what month it is, Autism Awareness Month. And my son, my 20-year-old, you know him as Tortilla Chip, suffers from low functioning autism. He does have several issues that hinder him from getting a job. He's trying and everything else. But I just want you to know that if your child has autism, there are supports out there for you, stuff like that. It's a wide spectrum mental disorder. They're still doing a lot of research into it. And forgive me, I took a lot of notes and did a little research myself more into it and wrote down what the doctors told me about it. Um, and it's a tough thing to deal with, depending on where in the spectrum your child is with autism. Um, they say that autism is more common in boys than girls, and they're not sure why, but they're thinking maybe it's just that girls are more difficult to diagnose or not. They're not sure, but it's four times more likely to be in boys. Um, Another fact that I found was it's becoming more prevalent now in children. They're noticing it more because they know more about the disorder. It says that 1 in 68 kids will have autism or a wide range of different parts of autism regarding that. Um, there are several forms of autism. Some of them that I wrote down were PDD, which is pervasive developmental disorder. Children who are on the spectrum that don't meet the criteria, there is quite a few of those that have autistic symptoms or signs of autism, but aren't necessarily meeting the criteria that our government, I guess, lists as part of the spectrum. They have a high IQ, but have symptoms and haven't, they have normal behavior and everything else, but their IQ is just way above and beyond, which a lot of scientists and stuff that they're saying now um, do have autism, some of them, but they're very smart and very on key, very on point and stuff like that with their learning. So they're not stupid by any means. Autism does not mean that they have learning disorders or anything else. It just means, there is something chemically wrong with them. Um, there is no single pinpointed cause to autism. They're not saying that it's not a simple chemical imbalance. It could be several different things that is causing it. It can be can be neuro, uh, neurodiversity. It's the idea that neurological differences like autism have also different things like ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which my oldest son has, and my youngest son has, and my two middle sons both have ADD. Um, uh, um, creatively, autistic kids really excel. It doesn't necessarily have to be with science or math or whatever. It could be art or something else that they really just one area is a huge thing for them. Often related health issues for it though is ADHD, automotive issues, so movement and stuff like that can become a problem. Dyslexia is a problem, which means that they read things backwards, they write things backwards, things don't look right to them when Crohn's disease can be one of the symptoms. Hyperkinetic disorder or excessive motor, which means that they're moving too much, too often, too hyper. Tourette syndrome, which is a tic where they just all of a sudden they start picking at things, or sometimes they swear and stuff like that. A lot of other symptoms are social communication problems. They have social interaction issues, restricted behaviors where they just shut down sometimes. cognition, thinking, adaptive behaviors, medical issues, mental health issues, motor sensory issues, and challenging behaviors, which can make it very difficult for a parent, such as myself, when you're out in public and people see your kids lashing out and whatever. They automatically, some of them start judging. I found nowadays with in my day and age with the younger parents and stuff like that, that we look at parents who are struggling with their kids' temper tantrums more as sympathetic now because we understand what they're going through. A lot of other behaviors are anger and aggression, self-harm, meltdowns, tantrums, irritability, non-compliance, which means they will not do what you're asking them to do, hyperactivity, impulsive behavior. So please, before that you judge a child or a parent that's trying to deal with a child, please make sure that you know all the facts, and maybe be sympathetic towards them, offer some help, see if they need a little assistance instead of looking at them and saying, oh, you need to take a parenting course or whatever. Other things with them is their thinking is attention and focus. They have issues with that. Central coherence, executive functions, intellectual ability, memory, and theory of mind. So things sometimes to autistic kids just don't make sense, or to them it makes complete sense, but to us it sounds completely off the wall. Mental health is also what they suffer with: anxiety, depression, OCD, catatonia, and stress. Catatonia is in a catatonic state where they just kind of stare off into nothingness for a while, or that's what they do all the time. But anyways, this is all the facts that I really researched. There is so much more to it, so please go onto your Google search or into any search engine on your computers and search up symptoms and ways that you can help parents of autistic kids, or if you do have autistic kids yourself, make sure that you search everything you can. Talk to your doctor about treatment, about any avenues that you can go down to help your children with this. I want people to be aware of this because, like I said, my son suffers from it, and it is hard for him because he does suffer from social issues. And I know he may get a little upset when he sees this video, but I want people to know that you have to take a calm approach to these kids, and you have to treat this disorder as lightly as possible, but also keeping your disciplines regulated and stuff like that. Don't just give in to them just because, using autism as an excuse, because I am definitely not doing that with my son. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching this. Please like and share this, subscribe, and to my channel and everything else, because I will be talking about personal health issues with myself and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're aware of autism and kids who are suffering from it. Thank you so much, and take care. Have a great day. God bless.